this is our final walkthrough of Muppetland ahead of the ride, being ready to ride. So we have a lot to do here still. We've got, and Brent is walking through with me what we have some accent details to do here.
Yep.
And then we added Animal up here, so he's gonna pop out. And then, everyone always says, why is Kermit just hanging in the wall? The idea is when you come through the train car sequence here, the train crashes, we'll have smoke, fog, and then Kermit's gonna pop up from behind the wall. So I guess it'll be like, Breakaway Brick kind of vibe or something. So that's why Kermit's just chilling in the wall. And then we make our way to the Haunted Mansion. We'll have some signage up there. And then it's kind of like a Muppet takeover of the Haunted Mansion, because instead of the traditional Haunted Mansion music, we're going to do some, Harry Belafonte. So it's kind of like a little bit of a Beetlejuice thing. Sonora.
Fun upbeat vibe.
Was jumping the line. Sonora. So you've got Jackal will be your kind of your singer over there. We've got Rizzo in a little nook, and then the skeletons. We were adding a spider that drops down, and then our stretching picture frames on the screen. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
Got a black light there and a roto ahead that'll capture everything. And you can see, so what we've got here is some of our stuff is on manual cues because they're not fully integrated into the show system at the moment, because I guess we are working on a budget, believe it or not. So something like this is hooked up to a key fob, if you can see it. There you go. So kind of like a little bit of remote puppetry as we go through. So that will actually have to be manually, just like the animal that we showed you, that'll be manually activated at the moment, as well as our spike wall. The Kermit mine car. Is he not in there? Is he in there? There he is. Kermit mine car, which will drive down and then drive back up. And then, of course, we've got our spike wall, also key fob activated, which is kind of cool. You can see the spike coming out. In a perfect world, we'd have faster motors, but, we're not living in a perfect world just yet. And I don't have any, you can see the lighting is just all doing its own thing right now. So, the spikes go back. Bye-bye spikes. You get your skeleton in here. And then there's our big tiki. Sam the Eagle and our birds. Newly finished bird. He looks good. Nice job, Brent. And then our projection room. So we've got 3 projectors. Turn that off. 3 projectors that are going to wrap this. So the idea here is you kind of arrive at the castle, and then, like little end caps of Main Street shops here? Is that the idea, Brent?
Yep. They're going to get all painted up and windows, and put a few Muppets in them.
Yeah, well, Kermit and Miss Piggy and Fozzie, and then a lot of our cameos of, guys like Figment, Orange Bird, Oswald, all my nod to my favorite Disney characters you'll probably find here, riding either Splash or Thunder Mountain. And then we'll do some sort of castle show. And then over here, we have Mickey from behind the proscenium. That'll be kind of cool. So we've got a little, if you've been watching our videos, you'll see we've got sort of a projection Mickey, which is kind of our nod to Runaway Railway if you've rode it. So I'm actually going to end this video at the beginning where you can see what is beginning to be sort of the front of a locomotive, because this is our transparent LCD TV. And you'll see Kermit and Mickey greeting you here. So again, all of this front room here is kind of a nod to Runaway Railway. If you've, again, had the privilege of riding it, it's an awesome ride. I can't wait for it to open up in Disneyland. I can't wait for Disneyland to open up, but that's another story. So this transparent TV, you'll meet Mickey and Kermit here, sort of a pre-show deal. And you can see it's totally transparent here, and all All the hardware is up there. All the logic, power supply, everything is up there. And we'll have a practical background here. And that is the ride. That is Muppetland. What am I missing, Brent?
We covered it.
Oh, and the ride vehicle.
Oh yeah, the two.
And the ride vehicle will also be integrated into the show hardware. So the way that'll work is that'll actually stop and start in each room, because you're looking at about a 3.5 minute ride when it's all said and done. And so the vehicle will stop and start using time code, which is kind of cool. So here, let's do one more walkthrough. You'll start the ride right here, greeted by Mickey and Kermit, boarding a train to Disneyland, and then things go nuts because, Animal took over, Mickey went on vacation, the train crashes, Kermit goes flying through the wall. Poor Kermit is always being flung across something somewhere. So that's why we did that. Then you'll make your way through the Muppet rides in no particular order. The Haunted Mansion, with sort of a Nightmare Before Christmas meets Beetlejuice takeover. And then we meet Kermit again as he greets us in a minecart in the Indiana Jones adventure. And of course, the spike wall there as we make our way into the Tiki Room with more Muppet takeover. And then, of course, our final show here, ending in the castle. And there's still a couple more things we're going to do. We're going to, there's a little bit of a Tomorrowland thing happening over here, which you don't see anything yet. But you'll have a little bit of a nod to Tomorrowland. But I'm looking forward to the castle projection. That'll be fun. And this will start off as sort of a Muppet show fanfare and then evolve into a full-on Disney dance party, which I love, because that's just an excuse to bring in every single cool Disney character you can think of. And, what's cooler than that? So there we go. Welcome to Muppetland, folks. This is it. I wish there was a way we could show everybody kind of like the top. You know what I mean? I've gone up on a ladder, but you can't get a good shot. What do you think? 800 square feet?
About that, yeah.
Yeah? Less, more?
Maybe 1,000.
I mean, we have to still do so much in this room. There's a lot that's going to happen in this room, but it's cool. And I mean, it'll look even cooler. We still have house lights on right now, so this will be fully immersive, kind of, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fireworks going off. I have the laser still.
Yeah. Bit of mood lighting around the place.
That's right. And those shadows won't be there, or at least you'll never notice them when we're all said and done. So you can see that's kind of like where I'm programming from. I'm using a Logitech joystick to do all the input controls for the lighting, which is just kind of doing its own thing right now, which is fine. And there you have it, folks. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. When we're done this, we're just going to keep building rides. So feel free to give us any input, any thoughts, ideas. I know we've got the motion platform sitting over there, and we're talking about doing sort of a game ride, sort of an interactive game ride maybe next. So we'll see what happens, guys. Thanks for watching. And you know the drill. As always, have a magical day.